Hi there, in this video we are going to look at making Media Encoder to upload our videos to various social media platforms as well as file sharing. As soon as it's finished rendering the file, it's going to make the file and then automatically upload it. Great for when you're doing a long render, maybe during the night like I do, okay, and you wake up in the morning and not only has it made your lovely MP4, but it's also uploaded it to the various YouTube channels or file sharing or video sharing, or however, there's a few different options. All right, let me show you how. Okay, to get it going, it doesn't matter whether you start from Premiere Pro or from Media Encoder, but you end up at this window, right? So on Media Encoder, this is just the file export window, and you go to publish, and here they all are. Okay, we'll run through them quickly. From Media Encoder, you have to have something to encode, and then you just click on this option here, and you'll get to that same window. It doesn't matter. So we're going to go to this one, publish. I'm going to twiddle these down. Okay, we'll look at the big ones. Facebook. Okay, the only trouble, like, it's really easy to get going. Okay, you click on sign in, and the hardest bit is trying to remember what the hang your password is. Who remembers it? So long ago. Okay, the biggest problem though is that it only does pages at the moment. Okay, it can only kind of post to my pages, and it's not really my function. I use Facebook a lot more for the group. Okay, if you're not part of it, it's on the screen here. Join the Bring Your Laptop Facebook group. So you can't do that at the moment, but check, because it used to be you can only do to your own personal page. Now you can go to pages, which might be perfect for you. For me, I'm looking forward to groups getting added here. Okay, add your title, description. So what's going to happen is this thing's going to render. It's going to create your, create the render that you want, and then automatically start uploading it to Facebook. I don't really like using the Facebook one much because it kind of just plops it into Facebook. Okay, what I like to do is use it for something like YouTube. Okay, log into YouTube, pick your channel, pick the playlist it's going to go into. Okay, title and description, sure, you can totally do that. Add your tags. What I do is I just make it unlisted. So what happens is when this thing's rendering, and it's going to take 3 hours or 8 hours, or whatever it is, while I'm sleeping, as soon as it finishes, it's going to start uploading to YouTube as well. And that's a big problem. Like, it renders all night, great. And then I wake up in the morning, and then I've got to slowly upload to YouTube. So it's a handy little extra for this. Add your tags. Tags have to have, ooh, look, it even says it, comma separated. Let's actually do one of these. I've added some my tags in here, like keywords. Let's add a thumbnail. So a thumbnail you can either do from the source, okay, so you can drag it along here and decide that I'm going to use this bit and say, choose thumbnail, frame from source video, choose current frame because I've dragged it along. Okay, or you can type in the time code. It'll use that. Or if you've got a file, okay, that you made a sweet thumbnail in Photoshop, you can add it there. You can delete the file afterwards, which is kind of nice. You kind of create the file, it uploads to YouTube, and then it's gone again. You don't need it. We'll get these going in a second. The other ones that might be useful for you, obviously any of these might be useful. Okay, what I find really useful for, because like there's no Instagram or TikTok, or there might be some new platform in the future, the new hot one. Okay, it might not be here. And Instagram is never going to be here because they don't allow like computer access. You have to go via your phone. It stops our pesky marketers trying to do it that way. Well, we just got to go around. Like the way that I get around it, because I have to upload to TikTok via my phone, is I publish to Creative Cloud. Okay, and you can create a folder, and let's say it's TikTok. Okay, and I've got the Creative Cloud app on my phone. So when I publish this, it uploads it to my Creative Cloud documents. Awesome. It syncs it with my phone automatically. So then I can go into TikTok and say load video, and it's there in my Creative Cloud file on my phone or on my iPad. So that's a nice way of getting around it. Obviously, if you do Adobe Stock, you could use this, Behance, other useful ones. So FTP, I don't use the FTP anymore. We used to use it, loads, file transfer protocol. Okay, it's a little old school. I'm sure it gets used loads. I use kind of file sharing now, like Dropbox or OneDrive, or they've all got different names, but similar service. What's really good for me is Vimeo. Okay, all on my website at bringyourownlaptop.com. I use Vimeo to host. So I render out like this course here. It's going to be 100 and I don't know, 50 videos. I haven't finished yet, but it means that I can render them all out, and they all slowly chug up to Vimeo as well at the same time. So that's pretty cool. Other things before I upload it is this is a really good time to kind of go, okay, if it's going to socials, okay, and often say social media is on mute by default. Okay, you can go into your captions. Okay, and if you've got captions like we did earlier in the course, you can turn these on and have them burnt in. It'll be a setting in there. I don't have them on this particular one. Let's click OK. Okay, now when I render this one, okay, it's going to render it out and then start uploading. I'll give it a sec. And the cool thing about YouTube is because it's unpublished, it just means it's waiting for me in the morning that I can add my magic YouTube potion, or Jason or Taylor can actually. Okay, and it's already uploaded. Yep, little ticks. Before we go and check out those, you can see how if you've got watch folders, instead of doing like we did for this particular one, and this one file went to all of them, whereas this one here, because we've got quite specific, okay, we've got full HD for Facebook and Twitter and YouTube in their own specific kind of wants. Okay, I can go into them and say actually just YouTube has the publish YouTube, ticked on. Okay, and then this one here, same thing. I can go into it and say you are the Twitter one and you are the Facebook one. So as soon as they're rendered, they'll go up the right format to the right place, all in that watch folder. Can you feel the productivity? If you can make this work, I don't use it very often myself, just doesn't fit in with my current workflow, but if it did, I'd feel very good. I feel like dump my Premiere profile in, it would jump on all the sequences. I'd dump my Premiere profile into my watch folder. That watch folder would split it out to these different places, render them all specifically, and then start uploading them all to my different social media accounts. Oh, it would be beautiful. All right, let's go see what happened on social media. All right, so I'm in the back end of my YouTube studio. If you haven't checked out our YouTube channel, Bring Your Own Laptop. No, it is youtube.com/bringyourownlaptop. There it is there, waiting for me. It's unlisted, so I can now go into it and start adding all the details. There's that thumbnail that I picked. And when I'm ready, I can go to publish. Whereas the Facebook one, let's have a look. All right, here's my lonely Facebook page. There he is. Hello.
May the road rise up to meet.
But if you do come join me on Facebook, don't go to my page. We don't use the page. We use the Bring Your Own Laptop online group. Such a busy group of helpful, happy individuals. You might already be part of it. I feel like that's something that needs to get blocked. But anyway, great stuff on there. We're going off on a bit of a tangent, but let's jump back into Media Encoder. And that is it. That is uploading to social media. Not particularly hard, but hopefully one or more of those options will work for you. All right, let's jump into the next video.